There's Morris waiting on me. Good morning, everybody. I actually let Stripe stay outside with Morris last night. They were both dry and snuggled up inside the cat hotel up top on that cushion, and there was no real way for me to convince Stripe to come, and Morris, he was fine, and it worked out for the best. Everybody's here and doing well this morning. I wasn't too happy about it though. I like making sure, because the thing is they look so sweet and peaceful at midnight sleeping up there, but then, you know, they get up in the middle of the night and they wander around the yard, but still. So I'm not sure what happened over here. I'm gonna look on the cameras. I didn't know my impatient looked so bad. That's a little bit of a shocker this morning, but all over here, I don't know if there was a deer or it was the rain and the wind, or it was other animals running through, but the ferns are all messed up over here this morning, and now I see that my pretty impatient doesn't look so great. I think it was the wind. I think we had a couple of wind gusts with that storm system that came through. Oh yeah, we got 3/10 of an inch of rain, which I was happy about. So I don't know what's going on with this fountain over here. It must be out of water, so I gotta fix that real quick here. I'll turn off the fountains until I can get out here in a few more minutes and do that. Anyway, yeah, we had rain. That's great. More rain's coming. That's great. If wind's coming, that's not great. That pretty much simplifies it. Hey, Stripey. Hey, Stripe. Because I'm taking my morning walk, Mom. Everything looks fine out here. Don and I will head to the gym in a bit. I think he said all of his meetings for today got canceled. They want the project management people in on a big project management meeting. So no meetings today means he gets work done, more work done. Hi, Gray. Good morning. Hello. There you go, Missy. How's my good girl today? Come here. Come here. There you go. We're getting ready to head to the gym. I was out here and refreshed all of the animal water. It was a nasty, filthy mess of leaves and tree debris in it, and tannins turning it yucky brown. And I pulled leaves out of my maples and plant pots and stuff, and just trying to keep things tidied up, but it's basically a mess this time of the year. I got the water out of Marty's pads, but you know, it's pretty wet out here, so he's up here where it's dry. There's no heat yet, so he shouldn't be too hot. I've been in with Gray and done the video, and we're fixing to head to the gym. Don's gonna pull out Robot, and we're gonna go to the gym. Then I'm gonna come home and make bacon. That's cook bacon day and make Don some bacon and eggs. Probably work on my ghost train some more. I didn't have a chance to look on the Ring camera footage if I saw something that, you know, ran through the side yard, a deer or something, and did all that damage. But I will. Maybe not till tonight, but I will. I'm just getting leaves. If you just let them accumulate for forever, it's so hard to get them all out. And they do kind of get mixed in with spider web, and they get mixed in with each other and sort of start to decay, and it's better to pick them off a little bit at a time. Yeah, we basically can't get out the driveway today without Don having to keep on pressing the accelerator, and it's definitely the only difference today is all the leaves. Yeah, and we knew this, and we're confirming it yet again.
Yet again. Yeah, she really doesn't like.
Yeah, she's very unhappy.
Oops.
Oh well. There will be leaves in the fall. Yeah. The driveway doesn't really change shape.
Right.
So I tried the stair stepper today. I lasted 5 minutes. I was at my max heart rate from about the time I set foot on the darn thing. Hard as heck. I can't hold on forward. It's too far away. It has me leaning over evil. It hurts my lower back, my hands and my arms way more than my legs. But Smarty over here says that tomorrow my legs will be giving me grief. It says I walked 13 floors. I'm surprised I lasted 5 minutes, which is only because we've been working out. 6 months ago, before we started in here, I never would have made it 5 minutes. I mean, I've walked every set of stairs I ever wanted to walk at lighthouses or Raven Rock or whatever, but they were never easy. I've got only 2 trays of bacon today. That's all I had, fresh or defrosted. I've made 2 Vidalia onions chopped up here in this cast iron skillet cooked with bacon grease. Here's my bacon grease. I just poured a bunch in there. Fixing to make some scrambled eggs and pull out the cheddar cheese. I've got Dawn salsa. So I sort of started cooking. This is 6 eggs scrambled at one time, and I just take a third of it for me and give 2/3 of it to Dawn instead of doing them separate. All right, let's finish the train engine. I'm sure I'll start working on one of the other cars too. I doubt I'll finish all. I think it's 4 cars. There's 3 cars plus the engine, so 4 train parts. Anyway, down here I wanted to show, this is a fancy magnet coupling. Really cool. It's really neat, the magnet. So they've all got that, although the train tender and the coal tender and the rest of the engine are just pins connecting it. But anyway, I've got enough of these to do the whole train where it calls for them. It's Friday night, going on 7. Don's got up a video I'm going to talk about in a second and is about ready to take a nap. He worked hard today. I'm still out there plugging on the ghost train. I'm going to cook his steaks here in a minute.
Yeah.
Don's nose is really, really bothering. He's supposed to do that cream for 2 more days, and it started to bleed, and he said, I'm done.
I can't do it anymore.
I thank God they didn't ask me to put that cream. So let's all be very sympathetic to Rudolph over here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It does hurt a lot, and I feel for you.
It feels just about like it looks. That's right.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
So I've run my mouth with Don for so long, he's going to have to put the video thing back up there for me. But Dr. Barry, Dr. Jason Fung, Zoe Harcombe, Nina Ty Holtz. Is Gary Taubes not at the top of this list? And Nick Norwitz on here. I don't know. This list is a little old. It was from April. It was June of 18 till April of 19. It's a little confusing. I'm sure if we went to do it again, Dr. Ekberg's probably on the list, and we're going to have Nick Norwitz up there and maybe Dr. Westman and some other people. But anyway, eat whole foods.
That's right.
Cook at home.
Yeah.
Don't eat out as much. Don't eat stuff in the box. Shop on the outside of the grocery store. I do, even though we're meat based, and I think meat protein is really important. I think people that are vegetarian and people that are whole food, full circle, or even meat can all agree on we got to get away from some of these chemicals in the food stuff. And that's why that's the main reason why these people are in trouble. Because they've been supporting farmers and ranchers. Dr. Barry's got his own farm now. He's growing his own. He's got sheeps or goat?
He's got sheep.
Yeah, sheep. Yeah, maybe goats too. He's going to go for cattle, but he doesn't have them yet.
Right.
But anyway, we talk about eating on the channel. Yeah. Try not to harp on it. No. Try to set good examples by cooking food at home in the kitchen. No. Anyway, if you really follow the money, and these people are not your enemy. I think that's what I wanted to say is I don't want to be flippant after this stupid Tylenol thing this week where Kennedy and Trump and some other people came out and said you really should think twice about taking Tylenol during pregnancy. And then some very pregnant women went out and thought it would be really funny to flip them off and go take Tylenol. I don't, let's not do that with this here. Let's just, I was thinking this morning that I read Nick Norwitz's, he's a PhD, now MD. I read his very detailed scientific data analysis almost daily. It takes me about 15 minutes, and me and him, we don't agree on everything, but he's really smart, and he really cares, and he would be a good person to go invest some time in what he did.
Me too.
Yeah, this morning's one was how men that drink aspartame, it can affect their sperm, and it can affect the type 2 diabetes and obesity outcome of their children. Awesome. And how men need to, people that want to become fathers really ever, but at least while they're trying to father children, shouldn't be drinking that stuff. And was talking about generational obesity and depression, anxiety stuff. And the other one was women, not only while they're pregnant, but then the children. I guess there's a study they looked at World War II when their sugar was being rationed. And the babies that the children that got their moms didn't get any sugar while they were pregnant, and they didn't get any sugar the first couple of years of their life, were much less likely to end up with type 2 diabetes and obesity. And the ones that started getting sugar again after the war, it really steadily climbed. Yeah. So it was over 60,000 people they looked at. It wasn't a 5-person survey thing. Well, I think we all know that we probably shouldn't feed little kids lots of sugar, and pregnant women shouldn't gain a lot of weight. And I gained a lot of weight, and I'm really sorry for it. Yep. If I could do it again, if I'd had different support, if I'd been in a different situation, I would have hoped it would have worked out different. But I don't think these people are enemies. Misinfluencers. Everyone on YouTube is, gas bus. No, I mean, it's really not an idiot. And I always say, if you don't listen to the other side a little bit, then how do you know your side is right? Because you really got to have a well-rounded information coming in order to form and transform your opinion. Because my opinions on things change over time.
Right. Well, I have not read it because this report is very long. I'm not going to read it because it's really not published too much. But the takeaway I've got from listening to them, these people have been identified by big pharma and big food as the people who are against their message of eat more processed food, take more drugs.
Help us make more money.
That's right. So they didn't say that what these people were saying was incorrect. They're just saying they are countering our marketing. We want to increase sales, and these people are impacting our sales. So they didn't say they were wrong. They just said their message is counteracting our message, and so that's why they called them misinfluencers. They would rather, there's plenty of people that every local doctor probably is a great influencer for big pharma, because they get all these free junkets and free conferences and free drugs and free everything. So there's plenty of influencers that take a drug. There's very few people that get paid to tell you don't take that drug. You basically can't make a living being a misinfluencer, because they don't pay you to tell them.
Yeah, well, the thing here with Dr. Berry or all these people, they're trying to get you to be on less pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get you to eat whole foods from your local farmer's market and rancher, where possible.
Cook at home.
And that does not feed Kraft, Nestle, Nabisco, all the ConAgra, Smithfields, all these big, the monopoly that is now the majority of the food in this country. It doesn't benefit them. And so, of course, that doesn't mean their information is wrong. That just means that it's kind of like the nightly news. It's kind of like Tesla. The nightly news, pharmaceutical ads, automobile ads. We all know when it comes that have followed Tesla that they left out important details, didn't cover covered the things that made Tesla look bad. It was definitely not fair, I
Right.
feel, on the nightly news. And I feel that that's because of who was paying the ad revenue on the nightly
That's
news,
correct.
which is
Yeah.
why we don't watch it anymore.
That's right. We don't.
If they lie about that, then you know they're lie about other stuff. And so the same thing is they want you to take they're not interested in reversing your type 2 diabetes because they want you to take metformin and some of these other drugs.
Yeah.
And they want, and the insulin, and they want, and maybe saying they want you on it for life is a little strong.
I don't think
but
so.
I don't. They're not trying to help cure you. I mean,
They
some of
only
these
manage your symptoms.
some of these doctors, Dr. Seiss, who's not on the list but might be now, he will put you on metformin for like 3 months.
Yeah.
While he straightens out your eating and gets you sorted out and get you back where you need to be, and then he wants you off of it. He will not put you on it for life. If you're looking for, I'm not going to eat right and I just want you to write me a prescription, he's not going to do that for you. That's not what he does.
I agree.
Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, you sum it up for me, Donnie.
Well, no, it's just that big pharma, big food is fighting back. They've been getting a lot of anti-sentiments, because of the Kennedy and of course these other types of influence. In other words, people, they're not going to the same places, like the FDA or the USDA or the government, or they're not getting their food pyramid plate or they're eating from there. They're getting it from the internet. And so that's why they're very concerned about these influencers who aren't towing the line, promoting the message of, eat plant-based, eat artificial stuff, processed food is good for you. We fortify it, a Captain Crunch with 19 vitamins. That makes Captain Crunch really good for you. Wrong. So anyway, that's the whole point. These are the people who are bucking the trends, and it's starting to affect the profits. And so that's why they really would like to shut these people down.
Yeah, I mean, if Nestle, ConAgra, and Nabisco went away tomorrow, you and I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Because we really don't buy any other crap, and if we still have 1 or 2 things that'd be fine. We just do without it. We just would do without it. So
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, we say these things because I guess we care. I mean, I personally care if I talk to people about.
Oh yeah.
It's because I care about you. Don and I think we both agree we didn't do all the right things when we were younger.
Nope.
And you can get away with stuff when you're 20 and you're 30 and maybe you're 40, and then it starts to catch up with you. And Don and I definitely do some things because we're trying to undo crap we did before.
That's right.
Whereas, maybe if you were a little more doing the right thing all along, you wouldn't get to the place where we are. But
well, the sooner you start, the better it is. Waiting doesn't help.
Right. You don't wait till you get sick was my message for younger people.
That's right.
Yep. If I wish somebody had come and grabbed me by the arm and gave me a firm talking to, really would have been appropriate at some of the points, especially during the pregnancies, I guess.
Right.
But anyway. Well, I am finished with it. I added the steam coming out. I had this piece and I thought it would look great. I added the spider. This minifigure is new this year for Halloween and comes with this piece. So I put that on the front of this car. I put the pumpkin up top here, and there's 2, one on each side, a skeleton inside this car. And then this is this year's mummy back here. So I decided to keep going. I'm a little disappointed that the last car and the middle car are the same and not different in some way. The basis for the cars is pretty simple, so if I could come up with something, I could surely build on it. But anyway, it's done, and it looks. I'm very pleased with it. I'm glad I built it, and she heard me videoing. It's like, Mom, I've come to help. Come to help, Mom. It's a good girl. That's a good girl nighttime.